Tara or Candy Mama, and Braids is here. She is back. So Braids, can you introduce yourself and tell us why you're back? What that means, because for people who don't know.
I'm Hiking With Braids, and my trail name's Braids. And I started my thru hike of the Appalachian Trail on February the 20th, got off the trail on March the 23rd, and so now I'm back out there. This is something I've wanted to do for several years, and it's just not something for me that I want to postpone any longer at this point. I quit my job to do this, so I don't readily have like a job to go back to, and it would be kind of difficult at this point to try to go back into a career and then turn right around and try to re-hike next year or something like that. So for me, I feel like right now is the time. I'm not old, but I'm not super young. I mean, I'm kind of in my 40s. So for me, this time in my life feels right. And so I just didn't want to wait any longer. I want to get back out there. So.
I know you talked about taking precautions while you're on trail, so you're back, but you're also taking precautions when you go into towns. You told me you bought some things with you.
Yeah, and of course I have hand sanitizer, which I think all thru hikers carry anyway. But I definitely made sure I had plenty of that, and I do have a mask, one of those that has like the filter thing.
Yeah,
and so if I go to any establishments that need, that want you to wear masks and things like that, then I'll definitely wear the mask. And I never really hardly stay in shelters anyway when I was on the trail before, so I'm going to avoid shelters. I'm going to avoid privies, at least, as long as they're saying that you should avoid privies. Yeah. But, I mean, which is not that big a deal to not use those either. And I don't know. I feel like when I was on the trail the first time, I never really interacted with people at a close range that often, so I don't feel like that's going to be very difficult either. So just
typically thru hikers didn't really give hugs unless
you fist bump, and then even like I think the last few weeks it was kind of like foot bump or whatever. So I'm definitely still be cautious about my interactions and how.
And you quarantined for 2 months too.
Oh yeah. Right after I got off the trail, I was at home for an entire month at home. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything.
Wow.
And so, which actually wasn't very helpful mentally. It was definitely a mental struggle.
Yeah, for sure.
Being, stuck at home.
After being on trail for...
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
And being active every day and then like not being active. So.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right. So... let me see. Oh, well, I was going to ask this, but you kind of answered it. I was going to ask if, what you had been doing since you got off, but have you been doing any, trails or any training hikes or anything like that?
Well, the first month I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't. I think it was just really hard on me to have to get off the trail after it being something I had planned so long for, and to feel, and I quit my job, and I mean, I feel like that's maybe not for every thru hiker, but a lot of thru hikers, they make a lot of sacrifices to make a decision to go do a 6-month trip, and to have to realize that, hey, I've quit my job, and now I'm not doing the whole intentions of why I made these decisions. It hit me really hard mentally, emotionally, and so for the first month, I really didn't do anything. I just was kind of like, I sat around, I watched Netflix, I cooked a lot, I ate a lot. But then this past month, I finally was just kind of like, okay, mentally, I need to better myself mentally. And so I just tried to start doing things to help me be more positive. And I did they opened up, so I live in Tennessee, and they started opening up our state parks again, and things like that. So I started doing a few day hikes, and even went and played some disc golf with my husband. And that was actually a lot of fun. It was the first time I've ever done that. Yeah. So I've done some walks around my neighborhood. We have like a pond and some things like that. So this past month, I've tried to be a lot more active.
Cool. So when you did get off, you did anticipate getting back on this year, correct?
I was highly hopeful. Honestly, when I first got off the trail, I actually thought, I'll be off trail for a couple weeks. It'll be fine, and then we'll all get back on there. And it turned into, more weeks passed and more, and it just didn't seem like it was going to be something that could happen. And I guess just for me, I was like, I started hearing that there was more hikers starting to get back on the trail, and I just guess for me, and everyone I guess has their own opinions about how they want to handle a situation, but I just felt like at the end of the day, I knew this for myself, and I knew I could do this responsibly.
Yeah.
And so I feel like at this point, there's a scene, if you ever watched the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, I just watched
that. The guy says, get busy living or get busy dying. Yeah. And it's like, that's how I feel. I'm like, I could either sit here and just, it's like, if you're not doing something, then you're just, not to be morbid, but we're kind of, each day that passes, you're getting closer to this, so I want to make my time count.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess I feel like there's so many people out already. I feel like one of the best places I could be is on the trail.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, so.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're being safe too. It's not I'm just doing this for myself.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about anyone else.
Yeah.
So why Hot Springs? Why start at Hot Springs? Because that's where we are right now. For those that don't know, we're in Hot Springs, North Carolina.
Well, that's where I got off trail when, in March. That's where I got off trail. And originally, when I was thinking to get back on the trail, I wasn't going to start here. I was going to move up further north and start, say, like Harper's Ferry. But a few areas are still closed. Parks, I should say. Areas of parks are closed on the trail, a couple areas. And I knew that North Carolina, Tennessee was open, fully open, could hike that area. And my thought was I could go ahead and start back there, hike a few weeks here, and at least I'm somewhat closer to home if for some crazy reason I had to get back off the trail. And then if worst case scenario, I could always bump ahead up further north. Because I just want to make sure I have time to get to Katahdin.
Yeah.
Before they close.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess at the end of the day, it was like, and honestly, like seeing you guys open and some of the other hostels starting to open, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to start back there.
Yeah.
So just kind of.
Hot Springs so great too.
Yeah.
Hot
Springs is an awesome town. It just is. Everybody's so, you guys, the Appalachian Trail-er, the Iron Horse. Station.
Iron Horse is awesome. Go see Iron Horse and Karen and Gary.
Yep.
What are you most excited about on trail? So, like, for your future on the trail, besides anything with the pandemic, forget about that.
Yeah.
But what are you excited the most about on trail?
I think at this point, being able to finish is like just the excitement of thinking that this could happen. I can make this happen. But I'm excited to head up north. That's just an area I have never been. I've never been in Pennsylvania or above.
Really?
So to see those states and kind of experience that is going to be pretty cool.
In like a way that people don't get to experience it.
Yeah.
For me, it was like New York. I had to experience New York and above. I've never been hiking really anywhere in New York. New Jersey, I remember I did, but New York and above, like, I never hiked there. So for me, that was also something I was really excited to do, to experience the trail in that way.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that just because that's something I've always, since I was young, I've wanted to travel. And I've realized as I got older and I started hiking how much I love traveling on foot. And I think because it really forces you to slow down. It forces you to see things more than you would if you're in a car or things like that. So I'm really excited I love it. I live it down south, but and I love seeing this, and it's so exciting every day to get on the trail and see something different. Even if it's similar vegetation, it's still different.
Yeah.
I'm excited about getting up north and seeing all that.
Very cool. So have you made any gear changes since you've been off?
Yes, I have, and I'm still in that. Because I almost feel like I'm starting over again because I was off 2 months and now I'm in a different season. So my gear kind of changed. So now I went to tank top instead of short sleeve, and I do have a long sleeve just in case it gets cold. I did change out like my puffy jacket I had. I switched it from a down to synthetic. I sent a few pieces of gear home. And I picked up a couple of things that I'm still sort of like undecided about whether or not I want to carry and things like that. But I think for the most part, most of my gear is still the same. Other than a couple pieces.
Yeah, cool. So how can we follow you on your adventure?
Well, I'm on YouTube at Hiking with Braids. I'm on Instagram and on Facebook, and it's also Hiking with Braids.
Oh, cool.
So,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you. And I hope you do really well those next couple weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.